Is there really discrimination in the workplace? How can we be certain that this is not all in our heads? Maybe we just take things the wrong way, misinterpret things, or just can't handle being criticized. Not, there is absolutely discrimination in the workplace, as well as pretty much everywhere we go. The main argument from the editorial I researched is that transgender workers face unfair treatment and discrimination in the workplace. My thesis states that even though the New York Times editorial, The Struggle for Fairness for Transgender Workers, argues for equality for trans workers in the workplace, they did a poor job in providing enough or strong enough evidence and definitely did not go far enough in order to make this issue come to life to the public. I have 3 main points to argue that this is true. First, the evidence collected for this editorial were merely surveys taken from affected individuals from New York only, and not any other states in the country. How about polling individuals from multiple states? Second, the only anecdote used in the editorial belonged to one individual who faced discrimination, but triumphed through adversity. What about others who didn't? Final point, what about including information or expert testimony from other countries as well as ours for comparison? For my first point, the editorial gives statistics from polls taken from a survey in New York. New York is LGBT central. Of course, the numbers are going to be high for discrimination. Why not include surveys from Texas, California, or Rhode Island for variety? Polling and getting statistics from all states would definitely change some numbers. The following quote was taken from the Williams Institute website. Between 15 to 43% of lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender workers have experienced being fired, denied promotions, or harassed, according to the Williams Institute. For my second point, Elaine Reed Amandus' story was the only case included in the editorial as a sole example for the transgender community. I'm sure there are others with different experiences. Why not include various sources telling their experiences on discrimination in the workplace? The following quote was taken from the American Progress website, citing a court case. Vandy Beth Glenn, who lost her job with the Georgia General Assembly when her boss fired her because she was transgender, testifies at a hearing regarding the Employment Non-Discrimination Act on September 23, 2009. And for my final point, there is no information from other countries outside of the U.S. that allow for comparison in the progress against workplace discrimination. Why not include expert testimony, examples, or statistics from other countries, showing the difference in numbers around the world for workplace discrimination? The following and final quote, taken from the Human Rights Campaign website, states the following on progress in other countries. In the European Union, a 1996 decision of the European Court of Justice in P versus S in Cornwall County Council provided protections from employment discrimination related to gender reassignments. The United Kingdom formalized this United States decision when it passed the 1999 Sex Discrimination/Gender Reassignment Regulations. This law provides protections for transgender people intending to undergoing, or having undergone gender reassignment, and applies to any stage of employment. The European Court of Human Rights has continued to uphold and require protections for transgender people, and both the UK and Spain also have laws that allow transgender people to change their name and gender on official documents without needing to undergo surgery. In conclusion, even though the editorial argues for equality for transgender workers in the workplace, they did a poor job in providing enough or strong enough evidence and definitely did not go far enough in order to make this issue come to life to the public. To review, first, the evidence collected for this editorial were merely surveys taken from affected individuals from New York only and not any other states in the country. What about polling individuals from multiple states? Second, the only anecdote used in the editorial belonged to one individual who faced discrimination but triumphed through adversity. What about others who didn't? And finally, what about including information or expert testimony from other countries as well as ours for comparison? I'm not saying I disagree with the editorial, I just think that they could have done a better job with the structuring of their argument.